Actually, a little side note here, Jimmy. We never talked about it, but a few weeks back on the show, you brought up how the Sheik was known for cutting people, that he had razors on many of his fingers at times. He always had a razor. He was always bleeding. His opponent was always bleeding.
Well, he was usually always bleeding, and his opponent, now a lot of times his opponent would get his own color, but there were numerous of times that I've been told down through history in the wrestling industry where if the job guys were running in and, the pull apart and he felt it needed more blood, he might zip somebody every once in a while. I've heard that many times. I will say that I always gave Mr. Sheik healthy respect and a lot of room when he was doing his gimmicks, so he never got me. And then also it came in handy when the fans would attempt to murder him on the way out that he could kind of, protect himself. That's the conventional wisdom in the professional wrestling industry.
Well, you upset someone when you said that on the air a couple weeks ago.
I heard about that. And
you upset Captain Ed George. For those of you who don't know, Captain Ed George is the son of the Sheik. And he wrote, I'll read a little bit of this, Jim. He's very angry, obviously.
But you've got it right at your fingertips. It made this big an impression on you.
I got it right at my fingertips like the Sheik at his blade. I'll read a little bit of this. It's all in caps. He's obviously angry. I have been thinking about a comment concerning my father's hands and fingers. He wore white tape around his hand and 2 fingers because if he didn't, his hand would swell up. He did not or never did have those so-called blades under the tape. And my second thought, Jim Cornette, get your head out of your ass. Sorry, Mark, but if this group are going to claim things about the Sheik, the wrestler, they need to get their shit straight because rumors and wrong quotes can hurt a great man's legacy. Remember, by the way, was created by Dad. The grammar in this is stunning.
Now, what was what?
I have no idea because he just left out a word or two and he's misspelled several here. The best. My dad was the best talent the country will or had ever seen. Okay, thanks. Have a great night. I'm not yelling. Just wanted to use big caps.
Well, I've been suitably chastened. I don't know what I apologize to Captain Ed George and to the Sheik's extended family and fans and etc. for obviously repeating a falsehood that I've been told so many times in the wrestling locker rooms and tales of yore. I have obviously, and maybe it was the pencil that made everybody bleed.
Now you're going to get a note. My father never carried a pencil. It wasn't a pencil. No, but listen, obviously, if we're going to take Captain Ed George at his word that the Sheik never used a so-called blade on his fingers or his wrists, then that is a man who needs Dollar Shave Club because obviously he didn't have any razors in the house. His father didn't leave any razors behind because he didn't have any blades.
That's what Sheik used to nick himself every time he shaved his forehead, and that's why he bled so much. I never realized. Oh, my God. Anyway, I apologize, Captain Ed George.